I don't know about you, but I occasionally have a little bit of trouble with my mouth. Can somebody say amen? Okay. It gets me in some kind of trouble sometimes. You've been there, okay, that's any good. How many of y'all have ever made a mistake? Could I see your hand? Any kind of mistake, okay? Byron, I thought you were perfect. No. Some stories that you've heard before, but they're kind of an introduction to what I'm going to say today. Mistakes being made. I decided to cook dinner, and then I decided to bake a cake for the people that were coming over. And so I did. And it was absolutely wonderful, except till you got to the cake. Nobody told me you didn't use sugar bowl sugar for the icing. And so I just used sugar bowl sugar and icing. And then when we all decided to eat our dessert, it was crunch, 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 crunch. It tasted okay, but it didn't sound very good whatsoever. So I learned from that mistake. I'm not baking cakes anymore. I'll leave that to somebody else, okay? Being a handyman of sorts, I decided that our water heater had a problem. I needed to fix it, so I went outside. I fixed up my water heater, got it all taken care of like you're supposed to, and I'm going to brag. I'm the only man in Waller County with a hot water commode. I switched the lines around. So it's pretty comfortable in the winter, though, if you want to know the truth. Anyway, I'm reminded of the driver of the semi-tractor, and he was going all over the coast and everything, and he got up to Buffalo, New York, and he could not find the street. And he kept looking and looking and could not find them. He couldn't find. Finally, he stopped a policeman, and he said, "I'm looking for this address, and I can't find it here in Buffalo." And he looked at the invoice, and the guy said, "No wonder." He said, "You're supposed to be in Buffalo, Wyoming. How would you like to have been him and call your boss? I know I'm supposed to be in Wyoming, but right now I'm in Buffalo, New York." So, however, many of the mistakes that you and I make happen to be because of our mouth, our tongue. I learned this as a young man. Sometimes it's best to keep your mouth shut than to open it, right? And so I hit on my brother, and my mother got all over me, and she told me that you don't need to be hitting on your brother. And I told my mother, matter-of-factly, if my brother hits me, I'll hit him back and take him to the cleaners. And so my mother popped me in the face with her hand.